Hey everyone, welcome back to the ChainTest Reporting series. So in today's session, we will see the advanced features of ChainTest. We are diving deep into the powerful functionalities that make ChainTest more than just a reporting tool. We'll explore how you can unlock dynamic visualization, smart analytics, custom dashboards, and seamless integrations that elevate your automation reports to the next level. We'll also see what is chain LP server. If you have been following the series, you already know how chain test simplifies automation reporting, but now it's time to see how advanced features can transform the way you test, analyze, and present your results. So stay tuned till the end because we will also walk through some hidden tips and pro configurations that most teams overlook. Let's get started. So let's see what is the agenda for this video. Uh, we will be covering metadata and environment info, the customization which we can do to generate it in the report, um, the CI/CD integrations with Jenkins and Azure. We can also cover GitHub action and GitLab CI. We'll see what is a chain LP, how to configure chain LP generator in a framework, how to execute test cases with chain LP, how to see the reports from chain LP server. So like we'll cover everything along with the uh, integrating the screenshot to the chain LP report on failed test cases. We'll also see some best practices. Starting with metadata and environment info. So as per the code which is mentioned here, we have to mention these details inside before test annotation method because we just have to mention this once before the test starts. So if you can mention, if you can see, I have mentioned chain test listener.log. This is the basic method which we have already seen how to use that. Along with this, we can inject chain plugin service dot get instance. So this will help us to add system info details. For example, if you can see, we have added build number 1.0. Similarly, we can add other details, other system infos like owner name, Gaurav, browser name. So I have mentioned Chrome there because there only we are running the test cases. So these are some basic system info which we can add it in the report. So this has to be given in the before test. So let's see where I have implemented that in the framework. This is the basic TestNG Selenium framework. This is the base test. Here, if you can see under before test, we have the method where, so they say basically this method runs before all the methods under test it gets executed. So that's why we can mention those info details, system info details here. So this is the chain plugin service dot get instance, and we are calling out add system info, and under that we are mentioning the build number, the value of it which we need to mention. So this is customizable and we can mention as per our project needs. In the second line, I've given owner name Gaurav and browser Chrome. So these are like some basic info which we can insert in the report. Coming back to the report, so basically this is a report which I have just executed just to show you guys. If I click on this icon, I can see the system infos being printed. So in the framework, I have given build number, owner name, browser name. So these details are printed here. So you can customize this and you can give data or any other system info as per your own needs, and this gets printed under this system dialog box. So the next thing which we can discuss is how to have the CI/CD integration along with the chain test report which is implemented in the framework. So in Jenkins we can add our um, HTML, publishing the HTML report in the post build action. So we will be pointing that to our chain test report path, so that can be given. And once that job is being run successfully, we will be able to see the HTML report. So in Azure DevOps also, in the publish build artifacts, we can point to the report generation path where the chain test report gets generated. Similarly, in GitHub Actions, we have to mention this these things like upload chain test action with name chain test report path. So this is the path where chain test report gets generated. So this needs to be added in the YAML file so that it gets run in the GitHub Actions and the report gets generated along with all the executions. So Gitlab CI also we have to give the path. Under artifacts we have to give the path for the changes report so that it gets generated. So let's see what's exactly is a chain LP server. LP stands for link processor, and this server acts as a central communication layer between your test automation framework and chain test reporting dashboard. So think of it as a database that receives real-time test execution results, process them, and push them into the chain test UI for visualization and analytics. So without LP server, your reports cannot be synced. So if you can see, it's a report generator uh, in chain test report that enables real-time test reporting while maintaining a historical record of test executions. So this point is very important. It um, maintains the historical record of all the test executions that has happened in the past. That helps us to actually compare the records and see which test cases have been uh, failed previously and which have been passed. So that kind of analysis can be done. It visualizes success trends over time, average execution duration, flaky test frequency, module wise defect density. How does chain LP work? So it's a Spring Boot based server with a front end packaged as a Docker image. To generate a chain test report using LP generator, the chain LP server must be running. This is very important. And Docker image is available from this URL. So you can go and check that Docker image which can be used. So it stores the test executions history by connecting to a database DB on a server machine. It supports various RDBMS databases including MySQL, PostgreSQL, H2 database. So how exactly the data flows through the server? Our test scripts executes. The results are sent as a JSON payload to the LP server, and the LP server validates and queues them. Then it pushes the process data into the chain test reporting dashboard. That's how we see the reports on the dashboard. So let's see how we can set up the chain LP server. To run the chain LP server, we can use Docker compose file, which usually gets provided by the developers, or we can create our own based on the specific database requirements. So first of all, we have to uh, start our Docker. We have to keep it running. So yeah, this is the command for running the Docker. After that, once the ChainLP server is up, the next step is to configure the ChainLP generator in the test. So this is possible with the chain properties file, where we are adding the configurations related to the ChainLP server. So if you can see in this image, this is specific to the ChainLP server, where like one of the variable is chaintest.generator.chainlp.enabled. It has to be made as true to make this possible, to make this um, report generation possible in ChainLP server. And we have the other things also, like URL, which URL it has to do. So here we have to mention localhost, class name. So yeah, these are the details we have to give in the chain test dot property file. So this is very simple, like how we can execute test cases with ChainLP. After configuring ChainLP, we can proceed to execute the test cases. The results will be automatically stored in chain test report. So how we can view the test results? We have to open the URL localhost, as it was defined in the chain test dot property file. So yeah, once that is open, if you can see in the image, the reports gets generated like this. So if there are multiple reports, it will show in multiple blocks here. So suppose in local we are attaching the screenshot, we are giving a code where after every failure of the test step, we are embedding the screenshot to the steps. So when it comes to chain LP server, we can attach the screenshot, but we have to use a cloud storage for that. So these are the two cloud storage we have to utilize, so that the failed test screenshots embedding can be done. So these are the two things: Azure blob storage and AWS S3 bucket. Some of the best practices while implementing chain test LP. So we have to use screenshots only for failures to reduce the size, because we don't want the report to be in MBs or in higher sizes. We have to take the chains like at the rate smoke, at the rate regression for filtering the test cases. Include metadata. So browser, uh, which browser name and environment build owner name. So that will be really be looking good if you implement that using screenshot compression and selective logging. Yeah, this is very important. We have to logs the steps and embed our screenshot for the failed test cases, so that whoever executes that can easily know at what step and at what UI it has been failed. Clearly mark reruns and unstable tests in reports. Yeah, so this is one, like any unstable tests can be marked and it can be done in the reports. And that's a wrap on the series of chain test reporting. By now you have seen how ChainTest goes beyond basic reporting, enabling smarter analytics, better insights, and more control over your test data. So if you found this series useful, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and turn on notification so you don't miss any other session which we will be uploading soon for different types of topics related to QA automation. Uh, yeah. So until then, keep automating smart and keep testing better. See you in the next video.